Hi, I'm Justin. I have a huge passion for games. I won't bore you in this video with all the reasons that I think they're good for us and good for society, but they're there, and I'd be happy to talk about that if you'd like to. And you're probably here because you agree or you at least find them fun. I spent over 10 years working as a director of product management in the IT industry, and I saved up money along the way to pursue what was really my dream, which was to make video games and to be a part of that world and to tell stories and to provide entertainment and meaningful experiences to people. So I took this money that I saved up basically to give myself a runway to learn video game development and to produce a game, which I have done. And there are people playing this game, and I'd like to continue to make this game, and I'd like to make more of them. And what that takes, of course, is money, which nobody likes to talk about, but that's true. So I've been using my savings up until this point, but I had to think about, what's the business model for Crane Mountain Gaming, or how do we keep this going, basically. So a couple options out there. There's the kind of classic, I don't know, like Farmville or Candy Crush type thing, which is you have to spend money to play this game. You don't really have to, but wink, wink, you have to spend money to play this game. You're kind of a wallet on legs. You're treated like somebody in a casino. That really isn't for me. A lot of independent game developers go the Kickstarter route. So there's a lot of Kickstarters out there where people are basically saying, here's this idea we have for a game. Maybe here's a prototype or a demo. Here's the money that we want. Contribute, you'll get these rewards. And then you kind of hope they produce them. And I've backed a lot of Kickstarters myself, some successful, some not. And that's interesting as well, but that's really a one-time event. So the more I thought about it, the more I got attracted to the Patreon model, which is why we're here and making this video. The idea behind Patreon is you can subscribe as a patron to basically contribute to a content creator to produce something that has meaning and value to you. And so the more I thought about that, the more I thought, what's the ideal thing for me? What would be, my dream? And really, that would be to just spend, the rest of my working life making high-quality, interesting, totally free games for people like you who think they're important and find them interesting and valuable. And so the idea behind Patreon, and the reason I'm launching this campaign, is to give you an opportunity to help me continue making these games, and to do so in a way that you can get involved in the process. So it's not just I make this game and then it shows up at release and you play it and then you put some review on a website, but you get engaged in the development process. You can see what's being worked on, talk about where it's going from a balance and a story perspective, no spoilers of course, and really engage in that process. And even if you're interested in it, to learn along the way or see what you might have to contribute and make it kind of an interactive thing. And then, ultimately for me, get to a point where I can continue to do this over time. And so you would continue to get interesting, high quality free games, either expansions to the games we've already produced or new games. And even if you're not a patron necessarily, they would still be free to you. And that would be something that I would enjoy giving to people. And that would be really meaningful and fulfilling to me. And, out of that, you would get a game that's not trying to sell you DLCs or lunch boxes or whatever it is, but something that you can just play and enjoy and contribute to as you're able. So that's sort of the dream, and that's the idea behind this Patreon campaign. So I would ask you to, take a look at the subscription options on the Patreon, take a look at the info about the game I'm working on right now. Which is live and playable and has people all over the world playing and sending me feedback and playing more than I thought, which is a good sign. They're definitely into it. We have a good community building. So it's an opportunity to become a part of that, contribute to the game. And also, I'd like to hear your feedback as well. So millions of ways to get in touch with me on social media through the Patreon page. So if you're interested in the project, you have questions about supporting it or other ways you can support it, or suggestions for, ideas around subscriptions and so on, I want to hear from you, because I'd really like to fulfill this ambition of mine, but also make this an opportunity for you to get great games that you don't really have to think that you're like a customer so much as you're really just supporting somebody who loves to make games and wants to make good ones, and to just hand them to you, and it's not a commercial transaction, it's just kind of an act of love. So that's the plan. If you have questions, let me know. But thank you for your time and taking a look at this. That alone means a lot to me, and hope you'll come with me on this journey. Peace.